Welcome back, guys. You are Asha, supposed to be dead. Burma believes the royal family was killed by slum rioters, but Asha knows better. At Vijay's order, is confident that his confidant, the royal spy, struck the blows that slew her parents. Shyam's mercenaries prevented the rest of the retinue from escaping. Asha was small and quick enough to escape into the slums. Her old allies, the people she trusted, Uncle Avinash, Kanaka, vanished that night. She's alone for a full year. She has been alone. You're a fugitive. No one can know who Asha is, or she'll meet the same fate as her parents, and she is starving. Asha can't remember the last time she had more than scraps to eat. We need food to survive. Hey girl, wake up. No good to sleep here anymore. Naga showed up, look hungry. Moves to help you. Thanks. Keep back, don't touch me. Get up silently. Shaking. You sick or just hungry? Hungry, no food, 3 days. Who cares? Go away. Remain silent. I helped you. Saved you, maybe. Someone could have taken you while you were sleeping. You've got anything to share? Any food? Something from the big temple? No. No. Silence. No? He scowls and instantly seems to forget you're standing there. The boy is nibbling at a bit of hard bread. He gives you a dangerous look when he notices you staring at him. Hey you, yeah you. Looks like you're not gonna starve today after all, kid. I have an opening in my gang with whatever your name is on it. Get lost. Anyone in your gang not a starving little girl? Keep talking. Get lost. Not finished. You're gonna hear me out, and we're gonna have to knock you down and kick your head in. Make it quick. You know, make it quick. I'm gonna do my begging. I tell you where to go, how long to stay there. You bring me everything you get in return, and make sure you always have enough to stay alive. You're not gonna be a fat. I'll tell you that much right now. You'll get a little bit of bread every day, whether you get lucky or not. Guaranteed survival. Can't do better. Kind of begging. Yeah, true. Forget I stay very alive on my own. I can stay barely alive on my own. You ain't gonna be barely alive. You see this through your head. There's not enough food. People are gonna starve to death, and you're gonna be one of them. Take my chances, find a major point. I still don't see what it is you think I'm gonna do for you. Oh my god. He absolutely hates me. Every so often, High Priest Ranveer hands out bread by the temple gates. Every time it's gone in 2 minutes. Your job is to go to the temple, curl it by the stairs looking pathetic, and wait however long it takes for the bread shipment to arrive. Might take a few days of people dropping by to make sure you don't starve. When the boxes come out, you grab as many loaves as you can carry, bring them all back. Huh. Interesting. How often are people gonna check on me? Often enough, don't worry, I don't get any bread if you die, so I'll keep you in scraps. Like I said, you stick with me, you'll live. Now if you take the bread and run, I promise you I'll find you and kill you. You'll die a harder, crueler death for having bread than you ever would have had for want of it. Naga cart, corpse, desolate man, temple district. Adaptable. When to compromise if it serves her interests. Inventory. Nothing. We have absolutely nothing in our possession. Wonderful. Starve or don't. I agree to go to the temple, play the part of starving wastrel to steal bread for the vagrants gang. It's not a difficult role. 2 pages worth of people. What about locations? Wow. Okay, history. The slums. You were always too young to get the full story on where the slums came from, but you know they doubled in size over the past decade. More and more people are ending up here, but the high mortality rate has nevertheless kept the population stable. The treaty hasn't changed. Okay. Nagar Vyapar Svan. The old courtyard that used to represent Burma's gateway to merchants and travelers is now that last stop before the slums. Jaideep's men drill there, not far from their commandeered headquarters and from Ranveer's temple. For a gang-turned-militia, perhaps the street is the only appropriate training ground. Communal housing. There's a building you can sleep in with a cooking pot, 4 walls, and everything as long as you bring something everyone can eat. Demonstrate worth, join the party. It's one of the only safe resting places in the entire slums. You sleep there 1 night out of every 2 weeks. Ease. Ranveer's temple. Sometimes Ranveer comes out and gives a speech about compassion, unity, and how to overcome the Naga threat. Sometimes his men come to hand out bread and medicine. Either is better than lying in the gutter starving, so the temple steps used to be crowded at all hours before Jaideep's men established their semi-permanent barrier. Black market. You don't know what connections these men have, but they can clearly sell and trade outside the slum limits. Some say they're merchant caste who don and doff rag disguises more properly. They got their bribes in early and never lost momentum. Burma slums. Broken down streets full of starving people with no food and a little way to earn it honestly. Every family has a different way to float by, whether on Ranveer's handouts, food smuggled in by family members still working the land, low-paid craft or labor, debt to money lending, street gangs, or some combination of the above. There's simply not enough food to go around. People. A lot of people. King. My parents are gone, murdered, you don't have time to miss them either. VJ. You watched VJ kill your parents, and from what you've heard, he's replaced them with the ruling council he heads. He usurped the title. About Lakshmi. Noblewoman. Since her husband's death, she's been put in charge of keeping down riots and resistance in the farmlands. Jam. Mercenary captain and counselor responsible for keeping the slums and city proper, forcibly separated. Also the man who parted those lines and let your parents die. High Priest Ranveer, a priest and counselor, the benefactor and voice of the slums, or at least the humans in the slums. Beneficial to me as a human. Jaideep. He used to lead one of the hundreds of street gangs, but something brought him and Ranveer together. Now Jaideep is the closest thing to a peacekeeper the slums have ever had, and has been enforced order with weapons and armor brought by the temple. Rhea. We know Rhea. Naga. You heard she was made a counselor, although you're not sure why. Going for a... yeah, okay. Plum Man. Save my strength. One day Ranveer might need it. Withered Man. New skin. Thick Man. Wants my attention. You girl. Come closer. Hard to talk. Got nothing I need. You're sick. I'm not coming any closer. What do you want? Please, need medicine. No one to help me anymore. If I had medicine, I wouldn't give it to a stranger. Medicine's worth something. Don't Ranveer's men pass out cures by the temple? All gone in hours, all gone. People fight, people kill. Only the healthy are strong enough to win. What's in it for me? You're sick, I'm starving. Food, I have a scrap of bread, 3 days old, which means a handful of crumbs in 2 weeks. Better than nothing. We'll trade for anything for you. If I find medicine, I'll trade it for a lot more than a scrap of bread. Nobody saves food, you're lying. Please, please don't go. Looks like the old man wanted to trade medicine for a bunch of crumbs. No thanks. I don't have it. Don't have any food. Sorry, but times are hard. It is what it is. Our street, get out. An interloper. Nothing for you. You hear a mouse scurry away. Rod if you guard it all day. I can't. My people can eat all the food. This cart means fewer Naga to starve to death tonight. You humans get gifts of bread from Ranveer. We get whatever we can beg or steal. Come on, I haven't had a solid meal in days. We're all hungry together. You got a snake on the council. Why don't you get her to pass out food packages? If J-Deep finds out about this, you'll lose a lot more than a dozen lives. Yes, you're hungry, we're hungry. When it comes time to fight for food, fight for what food there is, we're strong enough to win. If you're looking for an apology, you won't get one. We outnumber you. Please, just one piece of fruit. I won't strike you, but I won't let you get any closer either. Have the grace to retreat. Native son of the Naga, see if you can get this cart upright and take it over to the broken shack by the main road. My men will make sure you're not followed. Better to take an hour to get everything organized and let it turn into a feeding frenzy. No closer, little mouse. I warned you. Let's keep going. Well, fine. What a jerk. Chance and the specter of all-encompassing hunger brought you to Naga guarding a broken-down cart of fruit in one of the alleys. Though you did not know it, you understood what he said to the Dre Naga and learned where the cart was headed. Perhaps knowledge might be worth something to the right listener. The bystander. Whoa. Hi, I wish I knew those bastards hissing at each other could be anything, couldn't it? No, I understood it. They were talking about where they were going to store the fruit. Non-committal? Yeah, it could be. What does it matter? If they say, let's call the humans, what are we really going to do about it? You speak their tongue? You should tell me where they're going to hide it. I know a guy who's a gang, who knows a gang, who can take the fruit off their hands once there aren't so many of them guarding it. I know what I mean? As long as the fruit finds way back to the street so I can get a piece. Guess the Naga are the ones that made the issue of the species. As long as I get a piece. Sure, friend. That fruit will feed more humans than it'll feed Naga anyways. Yeah, sure, I'll give you directions. Pass this along. See you later. Make sure you get a little taste of everything. What about my dude? Well, fine. I won't share the info with you. Jeez. Human solitary. Asha recognized that humans have to work together to overcome the Naga. Met a man who clearly had something against the Naga here. I told him what they were saying. He promised to share once his friends took it off their hands. We'll see. I don't trust him. But I can't trust anybody here. J-Deep's man. Hey kid, wanna see a trick? Sure. He reaches behind your ear when his hand returns holding a scrap of bread, which you pressed into your hand. Here, now don't come back looking for more because that's all I've got. Bread either came from your ear or the sweaty pouch of one of the J-Deep slum militia. Either would explain the smell, but it's something. Slum woman, no. Guess we'll talk to them about what the heck's going on. I can't talk to them? They were talking about how the king and queen died right there. Remember having a full belly family in a place like this. Monsoon didn't come, the fields dried up. Happened to Burma 100 times 4. Oh my goodness. Text goes by so quickly. I can't talk to the preacher at all. Or the children. A lot of people. So you gonna kill him? Keep listening. Spitting on me? Nah, I broke his face, that's enough. I don't even know where he lives. I think I see him around. You want me to give him a kicking next time? Better not. You need the uniform to get away with that stuff. Otherwise his cousin or brother or something will get you back. I think I'll just leave them to it from all the way over here. Okay. What's this way? Corpse. Philosopher. Hello. Child, listen to me. I know you can't read, but you can think, and that's all important. Tell me, what do you think of Ranveer's teachings? Don't care. His bread saved my life once or twice. Naga are dangerous. Don't need him to tell me that. He's gonna get a lot of people hurt. I can read. Very dangerous. I can read. What? No, you can't. No street urchin can read. You just want one of my pamphlets to play with. Come now, I'm offering you significant respect. The least you can do is respect me in return. I don't care. Ranveer's bread has saved my life once or twice. The Naga are dangerous. Don't need him to tell me that. No, really, I can read. Show me one and I'll prove it. What? I want to ask what you learned. By all means, take one of these, read it over, let it sink in. Place and seize the weapon of evil. Priests are men, and the men commit evil for their own ends. Do not trust safe and easy answers. Guard your heart as carefully as you would guard your own life, and the world would be better for your caution. Do not believe Ranveer's stories. Do not believe your terror. Believe in what your own eyes tell you. Man cordially waves a fan of pamphlets your direction. You're not entirely sure what it means. Don't believe Ranveer. Can I, do something over here? We're not here to take him away. Ranveer, that is. J-Deep has us making a list of anybody in the slums who dies a virtuous death. Something like getting the nobles to recognize our plight. I see. Take him away. He stinks. Can I see this list? What? You can read? Fine. Take a look. Just don't get dirty and don't try running off with it. Didn't realize so many people were trying to do good out here. You know the nobles aren't going to care about this at all. Hey, I know for a fact that none of these people are dead. Ha! No, the nobles aren't going to care about this at all. We know. JD probably knows too, but Ranveer thinks if you just get people to see what he sees, then everyone will agree. Good thing this ain't his only plan. Okay. The Alto man stares at the wall. He doesn't seem to notice you. Wrong. He hugs his legs tighter to himself, continues staring at the wall. Seriously, you want to talk about it? Nothing left to talk about. I'm done. If you got anything to eat, you're still alive. What do you mean you're done? No good to anyone. Not anymore. There isn't much food left. Every day I eat means someone else doesn't. Maybe someone else's kids. Maybe someone else's wife. I can't do this anymore. I don't want you to die. Does that help? Is that the way it feels? Guess you got a point. I don't want you to die. Does that help? I don't deserve anything. I might as well just die. Hasn't someone ever loved you? Maybe no one does. We keep trying anyways. Find your turn to die. Hasn't someone ever loved you? The answer is yes. You deserve to live. They're gone. They went first. I didn't. I thought I could. Hear the memory. Maybe no one else will. Lost family too. You don't forget them. Yes, it hurts. That's the reason to lay down and die. Here's one down the man's face. Seems to be wrestling with something and seems to forget you're there. Registry of the Fallen. Ishwar convinced. Oh my god, there's 5. Whoa. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. I don't really see a need to, go through that. Are you sick? You look sick. Here, take this medicine. Take it. Sure. Let's have a long sigh of relief. All done. All done until tomorrow. Okay. Medicine. A priest of the district gave a vial of medicine. I'm not sick. He didn't even bother to ask. What's the catch? Really desperate when a vial of medicine sells for less than a loaf of bread. A lot of J-Deep guys up here. What's up? Hold up. Where are you going, kid? The temple to wait for food. That's how you live, is it? Lazing in the streets like a stray dog, waiting for a better man to throw you scraps. You think Ranveer wants stray dogs on his doorstep? He only gives us food because he wants to help us. I'm starving. What else was I supposed to do? My mistake. Thought you were all here to help us. What you're doing is getting underfoot at the temple. The streets are carpeted with wretched urchins like you to drag them off the festering cartload. You think that sort of Bank Mundi wants outside his temple? How about Ranveer? Think he wants to deal with garbage like you? Alright, that'll do. Here, girl, I've got a scrap of bread. You look like you're starving. The catch. Let's take it. That's it, eat it up. You know who I am? I'm JD. These are my men. They may not be the most kind and understanding, but they probably already saved your life. Without us, the Naga would have already taken everything they wanted and left the humans to starve and rot. I've got an entire loaf of bread here. I'll give it to you if you promise me one thing. If you ever see anyone who wants to tear down our order, anyone who attacks my men or Ranveer's priests or the council guards, you come to me, tell me everything, promise me that, and the loaf is yours. Why would someone want to work against you? That's a good question. There are two kinds of anarchists. There are renegade sects and those who don't like the high priest of Banca Mundi is on the high council instead of one of their own priests. And then there's Naga, who aren't content with the representation their Naga counselor already gives them and want to rule by strength alone. Lastly, a priestess named Kanika has been uniting the two of them. Really? That's where Kanika went. Anyone you know lost a home to fire recently should probably be behind it. You think that things are bad enough already? Fair enough. Can't promise anything. I don't want to get involved. Fair enough, I'll keep an eye out. So I'd like to hear we're in this together, you know. Now run along. If anyone bothers you, let my men know about it. Now J-Deep's men are my allies. Well, hi, Avinash. Asha, I found you. The nightmare's over, for I finally found you. Cool. I spent 12 months searching for you. 12 months of suffering. Vijay's feudal leadership, the thug Shams, iron grip on the slums, Ranveer and his gutless, fanatical cronies. 12 months of waiting for a day we could make things better. And now that day has come. The day is not going to come. We've got nothing. Look, I can't really trust you. How do I know you're not working for VJ? So what are we going to do? Do you really expect me to follow you? Nobody would be so stupid. What are you going to do, Uncle? Follow me and I will show you what I have built. Know that before long the city will ring out with your name. Burma will raise you up on the shoulders and rend VJ's false reign asunder. Don't know where Avinash has been or what he's planning. However, you have a feeling tomorrow is going to be very different from today. That was a quick ending. Huh. I don't know what to think about that. Okay, well, I guess we're now starting as Bhagwan, priest and father, 38 years old. So, see you guys next time as Bhagwan.